Stop killing till the last one is fertilizer for the cemeteries, unquote. And now the latest news from Capitol Hill. Local boy Senator Thomas Larson has announced his candidacy for the president. In an interview late yesterday,
Well,
I don't know, Roger. I'll let you know.
it's no big deal.
Sorry.
That's all right. Here comes your brother. How's it going, Nick?
Fine. You two ready for finals?
Huh. Of course not.
Yes.
I suppose.
Well, let's see what Mr. Hughes plans for us.
What kind of final can you have for a parapsychology class? Answering questions through telepathy, or what?
Oh, telepathetically in your case.
I wouldn't vote for Larson. He's the last motherfucker.
Semester's almost over. Soon it'll be time to party.
May I have your attention, please? Being that this is the last week of the semester and the school year, and that everyone is undoubtedly cramming for finals, I've decided to make this a shortened class today. Being that this class is more of a special interest group, and cannot be applied to any degree, I have a proposal for you all that will make this class the most memorable of your entire college career, long after you've received your degrees in whatever area of study you're pursuing, and you've long forgotten Comp 1, Calculus, Chemistry 1, and Geometry. I want you to remember Stephen Hughes and his parapsychology class. I have a final exam for you, more a project than an exam, something you cannot study for. Something you cannot fail. Something I can't even make you do if you do not desire to. But if you do agree to do it, you could not only end up with the most memorable college experience of your lives.
Deborah Hackett was my most memorable experience.
But you could end up being written about in parapsychology magazines, from the popular publications to the more scientific journals. Two years ago, there was a man named Malcolm Nostrand. He was middle-aged, had a wife, Judy, one teenage son, Tom, and a preteen daughter, Sherry. His wife was plagued with illness during her last year of life. Nostrand had a lonely aunt who was a retired nurse. At Nostrand's urging, she moved into the house to take care of his sickly wife and at the same time alleviate her loneliness. The house that the fivesome inhabited was very secluded. It was located quite a distance out in the country, over 30 miles away from the nearest house. Nostrand would drive his children to school while on his way to his factory job. That is, while he still worked. 3 years ago, he up and quit his job for reasons unknown. He didn't get another job. How he supported his family, be it through investments or savings, is unknown. What is known is that in the spring, 2 years ago, Nostrand's entire family, excluding his aunt, were butchered in their very own house. Judy Nostrand was completely dismembered. The killer used a very old sword, a sword believed to date back to the time of Christ or before. A sword belonging to Malcolm Nostrand, who is believed to have killed his entire family. Nostrand disappeared that night. It's been 2 years now. Having no known relatives, the house was taken by the government for taxes and was to be auctioned off. Real estate agents and what buyers were interested had similar complaints concerning the Nostrand house. There were unexplainable occurrences in the house. Classic supernatural phenomena. Apparitions, disembodied voices, moving furniture, an overwhelming feeling of another presence in an otherwise empty room. All the symptoms of classic poltergeist activity. In a move considered liberal by anyone's standards, the government contacted the university to investigate the phenomena. The university, in turn, referred them to me, and some associates and I went out to investigate the house over several days. Now the class project. With the permission of the university and the state, all of you students, if you desire, are allowed to spend the entire weekend at the house and conduct your own experiments and investigations using the techniques and equipment which I have taught throughout this semester. Upon conclusion of the project, you will then present your findings, which will be compared to the conclusions reached by my colleagues and myself. Any questions?
Which weekend will this take place on?
This upcoming weekend, Friday afternoon through Sunday afternoon, May 25th through the 27th.
The whole class has to go?
No, I will have a sign-up sheet. I require at least 6 students to go. If by Wednesday I don't have 6 students, the project's off. I know some of you have weekend jobs and other plans, and I do apologize for getting this project together on such short notice. But if you can manage it, it would be worth your while. Like I said, you could have your name in the trade journals.
I remember reading about the Nostrand case in the paper. Didn't it happen at the end of May? I remember reading about it too, but I'm sure I read about it in March.
Sid is correct. It happened at the end of March. March 26th, to be exact.
Well, I don't know about anybody else, but I want to go.
So do I.
Very good. We have 2. I only need at least 4 more. I'll pass out papers outlining the case study as done by the police, the story I just told you, and a drawn layout of the house. Detailed directions on how to drive out to the house. If by Wednesday I do have enough students, you are all to be out to the house by Friday afternoon or early evening. Sid, Stacy, and Dave. You 3 should stop by the university before 4 p.m. on Friday to pick up the necessary equipment you'll need. Any other questions? Okay.
Aren't you guys a little early?
Finished my final exam sooner than I thought.
You.
Hey.
Come on.
Can you guys believe 10 people signed up for Youth Project?
More like 9 people and 2 yo-yos.
Well, one of these yo-yos is gonna be out of commission when I stick it up your butt.
Shut up.
Nah, take care of those little himmies. One thing's for sure, if it gets boring out there, we can amuse ourselves with this.
Why'd you
How?
put that
Russian
away?
roulette?
Whatever.
When we get to the Nostrum place, I think you should leave that thing in the car. Why the hell do you play with that thing?
You never know. Could save your life one of these days.
You should know how to pick 'em, sis. Now, you're playing with the yo-yo is a sign of sexual frustration.
Yeah, next you'd be telling me if it's causing me to go blind, too.
I don't like you playing with the
Can I
yo-yo.
do it till I wear glasses?
I don't like you playing with the yo-yo.
That's alright, I don't like the way your sister gives head.
You're sick.
That's all right, neither do I. Ow, shit.
Looked nice from the outside.
You think it's running water?
Probably. There's electricity and the lights work.
Water's electricity, there's running water, so I hear.
Hey, Nick, how's it going?
Fine, Dave. Have you guys checked out the house yet?
No, we just got here about 30 minutes ago ourselves. We spent the time setting up.
Well, I'd like to check out the house.
Whatever you want to do.
I'll go with you.
I want to get the car loaded and get it done with.
We'll be back down in a few minutes.
Jim, would you give me a hand?
Sure.
That's alright, we'll get it. You're the last person I expect to see this weekend.
Hey, man's gotta have a place to party.
Nick, if you see any ghosts, for God's sakes, don't scare them like pussy ears.
You mean her?
No.
Good comeback, Raj. This should be Malcolm Nostrand's bedroom. The master bedroom.
Why would the electricity be on?
I guess because they're trying to get this house sold, and this place looks dark even in the day.
Surprised it has been vandalized.
Who'd come out this far to vandalize it? Who knows it's here? Malcolm Nostrand murdered his wife right there.
Nick,
Huh?
let's go.
That's where Nostrand killed his son, Tom. He rammed his sword right through the back of his head while he was sleeping. Police think he killed his son first, then his wife, then his daughter.
Why?
Who knows? Looks like Nostrand is trying to remodel some of his house. That's where Nostrand killed his daughter, Sherry. The bloodstains never came out of the carpet. Let's go. Is there running water in this place?
Yeah.
Here, Nick. Electricity and running water?
Yeah, it takes care of our shit shower and shave. You got electricity, though. You know how many battery packs it take to run all this shit?
How you gonna set all that up?
The recording equipment itself never leaves the room. I'm going to set up the video camera in the doorway to videotape the foyer and the kitchen. The reel-to-reel is a 4-channel recorder, so I plan to run one mic into the kitchen, 2 upstairs, and 1 in the basement. The bold units will be set on long play to run all night.
From what time to what time?
Midnight to 6. 6 hours.
Anything interesting in the house?
Well, no. There's an interesting portrait in the master bedroom.
A dollhouse in the little girl's room. Real detail.
It's gonna be a short pour, huh?
Just play with your yo-yo.
I plan to, thank you.
Well, I was thinking the rest of us should check out the house.
I'm all for that.
Nick, we haven't looked in the basement yet.
We're gonna look in the basement. You wanna come along? You left the gun in the car? Yeah. Good. Come on.
You alright, bud?
Yeah.
Hang in there. Master probably butchered his wife because she didn't clean the basement.
Roger.
Just joking. Just joking. Jeez. This place having electricity doesn't bother me at all.
It's the light bulbs that bother me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. What do you mean?
This house more or less been deserted for 2 years. Over 2 years, right?
Yeah.
All the light bulbs work. None of them are burnt out, at least in the rooms that I've been in. They don't even have dust on them. Look at this one, as bright as can be. You'd think after 2 years they'd be as covered in dust as the rest of this dump.
Well, I suppose so. But they're not. So what are you getting at?
I don't know.
Look, only half this floor has concrete poured. The rest is just wood laid over dirt. And over here, the basement hasn't even been finished.
Hey there. Whoa. Anything interesting?
Not really. Just whoever built this place did a half-assed job.
I'm almost finished.
Do you really think you're going to record anything tonight, Dave?
Truthfully, I don't know. My interests lie in electronics, which, from a scientific point of view, makes it very unlikely that anything that can't be rationally explained will be recorded. On the other hand, I've read quite a few books on the supernatural in my high school years. I was a bit of a fanatic on the occult and UFOs, but I take it all with a grain of salt now. But you never know. We might record something. Well, what about you? What do you think?
Well, Dave, I'm not a fanatic, but I'm interested. I guess we're all interested or we wouldn't be here, but I don't know enough about it. Just what Mr. Hughes has told us and what I've seen on TV. You never know. We might pick something up, maybe we won't. It'd be interesting to find out. If you really think about it, this could be an interesting project, or a wasted weekend.
There's no such thing as a wasted weekend.
Yeah, maybe, but Hughes built this up like it'd be the most memorable weekend of our careers.
What the hell? I got off work.
There's a fucking head in the coffee table. Wake your asses up, man. Look at this. There's a fucking head in the coffee table. Wake up. Come on. Check this shit out. I'm history. Take my ass home. A fucking head. A hand. No body, man. Just a fucking head. I'm having flashbacks, man. I'm having flashbacks. I seen a fucking head. Get your ass off that floor and check this out. What are you guys looking at? Look at me. Look at the coffee table. What's wrong with you? There's a fucking head. I've never seen nothing like this before.
Yeah, you're right. It's a head, and there's no fucking body.
Here. This'll watch guard over you all night.
I'm telling you, there was a head in there. You guys gotta believe me. Check it. Check it again. There was blood all over its face. You guys gotta believe me. Where you going? Check it again. Where you going? Don't go back to sleep. Its eyes opened up. It stared at me.
Sure, shit for brains. Put a lock on it, asshole. It was just an extension of a dream you might have had. Try to get some sleep.
Dream my ass. There's a fucking head in there.
Nick, you want anything?
Sure, donuts and orange juice.
Heads up. Dave?
Give me a fruit pie and soda.
Anything in particular?
As long as it's got caffeine.
Where's Kurt and Jill?
I don't know. They were gone when I got up. What's with the fucking service here? I ordered a fucking fruit pie.
Here's breakfast, everyone. Don't bother leaving a tip. So, what's first on the agenda?
Well, I, for one, have to fast forward to 6 hours worth of tape to see if I hear or see anything unusual.
Okay, good. That's boring enough. What about the rest of us?
According to this note, Kurt and Jill left early this morning to go to the nearest store because they forgot to bring butane for their stove.
You sure about a hot plate? We got electricity. They should have known.
Maybe, like us, they didn't know that.
They were a little strange anyway. They ain't said shit to anybody since we've been here. At least not to me.
Smart people.
Come on, guys, no food fights.
Yes, Mother.
Oh, hey, cut the shit.
Well, the nearest store's about 40 miles away. They'll be gone a while.
Searched each room, huh? Can't be as boring as you in 6 hours of videotape.
If we find anything like what I saw on the coffee table last night, boredom will be the least of our problems. I mean it. There was a fucking head in that coffee table. No body, man. Just a bloody woman's head.
Didn't we go through this once last night?
Big old dead eyes staring out at me. Probably pissed, thinking I'm the one who cut its head off.
portrait's interesting. To think that man killed his entire family.
Supposedly.
Well, looks normal enough to me.
Except for that medallion.
Yes, the medallion.
It looks like something someone would be, or should be, ashamed of wearing. Like it's evil or something.
It does look occultic. Dave ought to see it. He might know. It looks a little Egyptian.
It looks definitely out of place, wherever it's from.
Let's go.
I think I'm going to go downstairs to see how Dave's coming along with the videotape.
Roger, is there still beer in your cooler?
Huh? Yeah.
You mind?
Yeah, sure, help yourself.
Thanks. I think I'll check on Dave, too.
At least we can do a report on light bulbs with nothing else.
She doesn't tell me everything. She knows we talk. After Mom died, she changed a lot. She felt more than ever before that she had to be independent. That's probably one of the reasons, if not the reason, why she doesn't want to get serious. It's not you, Roger. It could be anyone.
Well, she wants to be so independent. What's she doing living with your aunt, not her own like you?
Not financial independence, you dope. Emotional independence. I guess. I'm not really on my own anyway. I'm living alone, but Dana and I both received insurance money since our mom died.
Oh.
You two need to sit down and have a long talk. Roger, give me the flashlight.
Heads up.
Roger, come look at this.
Image, murder, attic chest. So we're looking for a chest in the attic?
Maybe.
How'd you come up with that?
I don't know. You have any better ideas?
No.
Then shut up. The body of Nostrin's aunt was never found, if she was even killed. But the message at the bottom of the drawer seems to me that she was on to him, knowing that he was going to murder his family. And the fact that she scratched the message in the bottom of the drawer probably means he was onto her knowing she knew, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, but you'd think the police would have seen that too.
Oh, I'm sure they did. They probably even photographed it, since it would be rather difficult to put it in a folder and file it in a cabinet.
No chest up here, just boxes.
Roger, look at this. The house. That's the Nostrin house, viewed from the woods.
And someone's burying something there.
Or digging something up.
Hey Nick, I heard you're going to the hemorrhoid convention.
What?
They're looking for a few good assholes.
Fuck you, come on.
Oh, shit.
Hey, will you watch a damn shovel?
I'll ask those puppies for you.
Oh, Lance, you.
Come on.
Hey, look, one of your relatives.
Ah, shit. Hey, Mr. Muscle Man, you want to carry a shovel a while? It's getting a little heavy.
It's gonna be a long weekend. Let's see here.
Don't tell me you got us lost already.
Gonna lose you.
What I don't understand, butt wife, is why I gotta do all the digging.
Because it's your shovel. Why'd you bring it along anyway?
Because you never know.
Could save your life one of
someday.
these days, right?
I can't believe you waited to tell me this dream you had about Nostra and a sword banging on your apartment door.
Hey, I didn't think anything of it until I saw the painting. Besides, who would have believed me anyway?
I would have. I mean, you had this dream about this guy you never seen before, standing outside your door, wearing a medallion, holding a bloody sword, and lo and behold, the guy matches the likeness of a photograph, complete with a medallion. And then you find his painting, and it's the guy with a sword. Coincidence? No fucking way.
At least I don't dream about sex all the time.
Can't dream about what you don't get.
Will you get off my ass already? What am I supposed to do about it? Things like this happen to people in dreams. Maybe it was deja vu or something.
I don't know. Maybe you should tell somebody.
Okay, I was seriously thinking about putting in a report for Hughes, even though it's a little after the fact and some people may doubt its authenticity. Right now, though, we have to find the exact spot where the man in the painting was digging.
We've come a long way from light bulbs, now have we?
Start digging here.
Let me look at that. Give me that damn thing.
sorry.
That's alright, as long as you don't have a medallion and a sword.
So, Sharon, what brings you out here?
I was out here looking for Sid and Stacy.
Really? What were they doing?
Same thing you guys were gonna do. Dig something up, I think.
Nick!
Shit, there's lots of things that could cause interferences or disturbances in electricity. A magnetic field, for one thing.
Could have simply been a fluctuation or loss of electrical power. It isn't all house, you know.
2 reasons why that couldn't be the case. 1, there was distinctly interference on the television monitor. A loss of power would have given me a blank screen, not snow. And 2, and more importantly, Dana's flashlight, which has its own power source, the batteries, was also interfered with. Now, as far-fetched as this may sound, it might have been supernatural. I mean, I wouldn't even consider such a thing if it wasn't for what I recorded on the videotape. My specialty is in electronics, and there's no room in that school of thought for supernatural disturbances of any kind. That's for the parapsychologists.
Why'd you take the class?
I was curious. Here's another theory, which, like the supernatural one, you can take with a grain of salt. This theory is more along the lines of theoretical physics, but not in the sense of the physicist you'll find in the research lab, but more like the layman, who reads too many trashy paperback books and spends too much time at science fiction conventions.
Get to the point.
I was. Anyway, the theory would go something like this. There's this interdimensional being that manages to learn of our existence. You see? And when he creates the interdimensional door to get to our dimension, the resultant rip in our fabric of reality, whatever that may be, causes a wave of interference which ripples out from the center during the duration that the doorway is open. Dun 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 da da da. I extrapolated that bit of bullshit from combining the supernatural with physics.
Huh. All I know is I saw a fucking head in a coffee table.
Theories aside, one thing we know for sure. The demon in the painting looks like the apparition on the videotape, as does this. Angels of death in both cases. Dave, have you listened to the reel-to-reel yet?
No, I haven't had a chance.
Okay, try to match up the reel-to-reel where it corresponds with the videotape. We may just have something there.
Sounds good. It'll only take a minute.
What's happening here is pretty clear to me. There's two couples being sacrificed by the man with the sword to the demon, and something was dug up outside the Nostrand house near the woods. But what's the hourglasses, the moons, and the stars about?
Well, I think the hourglasses stand for hours. They're put in a circle like a clock. In both cases, the hourglass straight up. The 12 o'clock hourglass is glowing. One couple is lit as though it's day, the other as though it's night. So after the strange disturbances at noon today, I would say the 12 o'clock hourglasses stand for noon and midnight respectively.
Okay, so besides the disturbances today, what happened? I mean, what really happened? And what's going to happen at midnight?
Well, if you go by the painting, a sacrifice.
And two couples are now gone. Kurt and Jill, and Sid and Stacy.
Yeah.
I got it. Listen. Now listen. Unless I made a mistake in calculating where the two tape counters match up, these metal sounds occurred just before and after the apparition appears on the videotape.
But where at in the house does the sound come from?
No problem. It's a 4-channel recorder. I'll play one channel at a time to find out which microphone picked it up. Channel 1. Nothing. Now channel 2. The basement.
Shall we go check it out?
I think so.
Good. But before that, the man doing the sacrifices in the painting is wearing the medallion. The same medallion Malcolm Nostrand is shown wearing in his portrait upstairs.
I don't know. I don't remember seeing the portrait.
It was there. Do you have a blank videotape?
Well, yeah.
I think we should videotape the painting and the portrait for the project's sake.
I think that's a great idea.
I don't believe what you guys are saying. You're worried about the project when 4 people are missing? Don't you think we should go to the police?
Yes, I do. We probably will. But at the moment, we don't have a phone or radio. It's about an hour's drive to get to the police, and it'd be an hour to get back. We may very well be doing those 4 people more good by staying. Jim? Do you mind going upstairs and getting the portrait?
Yeah, sure.
Well, some of us could go while the rest of us stays here.
That sounds like a good idea. We could, act those.
So where's the portrait? Fuck the portrait, man. Nostrand's upstairs hacking his wife to death.
Hacking his wife to death?
With a fucking sword, man. Hacking her to bits.
Just like the head in the coffee table. Look, you're going to have to quit smoking or drinking or whatever it is you've been doing.
Where the fuck are you going?
To get the portrait.
I'm telling you, don't go up there.
I'm going up there to get the portrait.
Fuck that, I said. Don't go up there.
You big
Come on up. You're next.
Well, was he talking to me or you? Do you believe me? You've got to believe me. If you could have just seen her head. I mean, there was blood all over the place, and Nostrum was just hacking his wife and hacking her again, and blood all over the place. If you could have just been there or seen it.
It's over. We're packing up and we're leaving.
Yeah.
I agree.
Me too.
Okay, you can all go, but I'm staying. It's mid-Saturday, and the project is not finished till mid-Sunday. That's 24 hours, and I'm going to finish it.
Why? What makes you want to stay?
Scientific curiosity. I'm fascinated as hell, and I plan to see this thing through.
You wouldn't feel that way if you saw what I saw.
Maybe not, but I didn't see it. And I sure hope the hell I do. Maybe I'll even get it on videotape. Fuck that, man. I saw Nastrin hacking his wife up. Sword going up and down, blood going everywhere. Jesus fucking Christ. Why won't you guys believe me? Heads on the coffee table, body parts all over the bedroom, some silly son of a bitch swinging a sword all around. What's it gonna take, a sword up the ass before you believe me? I'm telling you, once and for all. I saw it, I really saw it. There you go, Nick. There's hard evidence. We just go upstairs and look in Nostrin's room. If there's blood and body parts all over the room, then we know our man Nostrin's still alive and has just murdered someone again. But if there is no blood or body, then what Jim saw was an apparition or a scene from the past. All the more reason to stay. Scientific curiosity. Now come on, Nick. Either way, we are on to something big. Hughes was right when he promised us a weekend we would never forget.
Look, if you're staying and we can't change your mind, then just help me get everyone back to town, and then we'll come back and set this project through.
No way. You're staying, I'm staying.
If you and Dana stand, I'm staying too.
I'm getting the fuck out of here.
Come on, guys, you're just making this worse.
You're staying, I'm staying. Sorry.
Me too.
See what you've done now?
Hey, I just make my own decisions. You guys make yours.
We just can't leave you here.
Do what you want.
Aren't you afraid a little?
Not really.
Nervous?
Not really.
Just thirsty.
Sorry. While you two were out tiptoeing through tulips, our poor Jim here has been seeing things again. We don't know if it's drug-induced or supernatural. By the way, folks, how's your day?
Fine.
Where were you two?
Yeah, where'd you go? Why'd you leave me?
We didn't mean to leave you. We were going to try to dig something up in the woods.
Dig what up?
I'll get to that. Anyway, when we were out in the woods, we saw someone watching us, a middle-aged woman. When we tried to talk to her, she ran off. We tried following her, but we couldn't catch up to her. Guess she knew the woods too well. We just got back now.
So what were you going to dig for?
We're going to see what was buried at the spot in the painting.
Oh, really now? And when did you two see the painting?
We didn't. I saw a photograph of it on microfilm at the library. Microfilm of a newspaper article. During the week before the project, I took it upon myself to learn as much about the Nostrum case as possible. So I checked the library for newspaper articles. When I found a photograph of the painting, I got a print of it and studied it all week.
Why didn't you tell us?
I was going to get around to it.
Yeah. Then tell us, what does the painting mean since you studied it? Or rather, the moon and stars mean?
The moons stand for months. 5 moons, 5 months. May. The stars stand for days. 26 stars, 26 days. May 26th. That's when the sacrifices are to be done. Noon and midnight, May 26th. That's when Nostrum killed his entire family.
What's the day, May 26th?
According to Stephen Hughes, the murders took place March 26th.
Well, Hughes was wrong. Or purposely misleading.
Are you sure on that date?
Positive. That's what the article said, and it was an early June paper.
Right. You expect me to believe that you went through all that microfilm until you found it?
Yeah.
Okay, enough analysis. There's supposed to be a sacrifice on this date, right here. I'm leaving.
I'm staying.
We could solve some problems. Who wants to leave for sure?
I do.
Well, Stacy and I were going to go into town and look for Kurt and Jill anyway, since they're long overdue. So whoever wants to go can go with us. We'll drop you off in town and catch a bus.
What about our things?
There's room for it in my car. We'll pack it up. Sid, take Dana and...
I'm staying.
I'm staying too.
Shit.
Okay. Jim, Sharon, let's go. Nick, we'll be back. At least I will.
If we can't find Kurt and Jill, I'll call the police and send them out.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Be careful, everyone.
If we had any brains at all, we wouldn't be here.
Oh, come on. No one's making you stay.
You are.
Well, no one's making them stay.
He is.
You know, if you were told a murder took place on March 26th, how many newspaper articles would you look through before you gave up on it?
I don't know. Why? What are you getting at? What's the point here?
Well, how many newspaper articles would there be between late March and early June?
A lot.
My point exactly. I don't believe Sid. I think he was lying. I think he knew the murders took place on May 26th all along.
Why do you say that?
Because last Monday in Hughes's class, I remember Sid saying he distinctly remembered reading about it at the end of March, after. You said you read about it at the end of May, remember?
Yeah, I remember that. But it could have been an honest mistake.
We'll see when he gets back.
Well, at the moment, we have work to do. That is, if you're all going to help.
We'll help, I guess. But you should have left us some soda.
Okay, so I'm a little nervous. But there's so much here to learn. Let's continue our research. We have an unidentified image and the sound of something. That's what we should check out first, the sound, which came from the basement. Are you ready?
What difference does it make?
Would you rather go check out the thing upstairs?
Hey guys, come look at this.
That's our sound. This is it.
No shit.
It must have been covered up with dirt the first time we looked down here.
Who would have come through that?
I don't know, but somebody did. Last night. Holy shit. I wonder how far down this thing goes. You guys want to go down? Where's he going? Well, I suppose we could just always pull up the rope ladder and measure it, just to make sure it's deep.
Hey guys, we could use this.
For what? We got a rope ladder.
Just listen. We can tie the flashlight to the end of the rope, lower it down the shaft. We not only find how far down it is, we might even see something down there.
That sounds good.
I'm considering going down there.
What?
I'm thinking of going down the shaft and taking the video equipment with me.
You're on your own on that.
That's all right. I expect to be on my own.
Why would you want to go down the shaft? What the hell do you expect to find?
I don't know. I'm curious. I've got to find out what's going on here.
Dave, your curiosity's going to get you killed one of these days.
We've hit bottom. Can't see much. It's pretty dark. Come over here and take a look.
You can't see much, that's for sure. I got some flares in the car. If you insist on going down there, I think it would be a good idea to drop a few flares down there. Definitely light it up better. I suppose you want to know what you're getting yourself into, right?
Sure. I'd appreciate that.
I'll be back in a minute.
I wonder how many flares he's got. I'd like to take some down there with me.
I could have sworn I've seen some flares over there.
Dana? Roger? Dana! Roger!
I can't believe those assholes. Dave especially. No, Nick. He saw Nastran too, all covered in fucking blood.
Look at that. That's Kurt and Jill's car. What do you think could have happened?
I don't know, run out of gas maybe?
Well, if they did, why didn't we see them on the road? They would have walked back to the house since they'd be closer to it than any town.
I don't know.
No keys.
That's it.
It turns out that Kurt and Jill had car trouble about 30 miles out. Stacy and I drove everyone into town. They're gonna go get a tow truck from there. Stacy's decided to go back with them.
Here, take a look at those. They're notes copied from Malcolm Nostran's journal by his aunt. According to those, an older relative of Nostran's traveled a lot and brought back a medallion from Europe. As far-fetched as it sounds, this medallion put him in contact with the demon. The elder Nostran bought this property way out here, and at the demon's instructions, built a ceremony room beneath the house. And as it turns out, he was dying of cancer. But before he died, he buried his entire fortune and the medallion on the outskirts of his property near the woods. And he was the artist of the painting we found. It seems like when he died, Malcolm and his wife inherited the house. She didn't like the painting, so she stuck it up in the attic. He found it, he studied it, he went to the woods, dug up the medallion, and all the rest is history. The aunt found the journal, copied some of the notes. Nostran found out about it. The aunt, knowing the sacrifices were coming, decided to hide the note somewhere in the dollhouse. Now, I don't know if Nostran is still alive, but Dana, Roger, and Dave are gone, and if what is predicted in the painting is correct, the sacrifices will take place about 12. 30 more minutes.
What do you mean they're gone?
We found a shaft in the basement with a lockable hatchway, and according to the aunt's notes, it leads to the ceremony room. I left the house for a minute, and when I got back, they were gone. The hatch was locked. Now Nostran or somebody's going to do some killing tonight, and we've got to get down there. I've given it a lot of thought, and
I'm surprised you put as much together as you did.
I never really trusted you, but I still don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, for starters, your sister and friend are going to die in 20 minutes, if they're not already dead. They're going to be sacrificed at midnight, just as Kurt and Jill were sacrificed at noon.
Why?
Power, Nick. Power. It's the medallion. The one in the portrait. The one Nostran's relative found in Europe, which passed to him, which now belongs to Hughes, our teacher. The medallion. That's the key to everything. He found it when the government had him investigate the house. He also found Nostran's money, which he used to buy the house. This house is his. You were all brought here to die.
What could he possibly gain?
It's so the demon can come to full power. The demon gets sustenance from the sacrifices on May 26th, and then passes that mystic power on to his earthly host, Hughes.
How can you let this happen?
Stacy and I were Hughes' colleagues. Once you felt that power, you can't resist. It's wonderful. I'll do anything to feel that again, that energy. Stacy and I drugged Jill and Kurt this morning. We took them off to be sacrificed, just as your sister will be sacrificed at midnight. You hear me, Nick? Your sister will die, and her death will open the doorway for the demons coming to Earth. You hear me?
nice to see you've made it on time to witness the sacrifices.
Mr. Hughes, is murder worth it?
Yes, of course. For the power.
Power?
Sorcery, Mr. Crater. Sorcery.
I know all about it. How you found the medallion, how the demon seduced you through the medallion.
Not seduced, Mr. Crater. Offered. Offered power that can't be found anywhere else on Earth.
But what purpose does murder serve?
It's the cost of that power. The sacrifices allow the demon to grant it to me. And to show my total conviction and devotion to him. Nostrand realized what the sacrifices on May 26th would bring him. But he realized too late. He attempted to sacrifice his entire family. But he didn't make it in time. He hadn't sacrificed enough people come midnight.
Then what happened to him?
His failure led to his own self-destruction. And his essence still inhabits the house, making a ghostly appearance now and again to illustrate his failure. But I won't fail. I've prepared for this day for quite some time. The noon sacrifices were complete. And in a moment, the midnight sacrifices will commence, and all the demon's power will flood into me, and my ranks of disciples, such as Sid and Stacy and the others, will grow and grow.
Ha! You are a fool, Hughes. The demon's playing you for the patsy that you are. All the demon's powers flood into you. You're blind, you're a puppet, and you're playing right into his hands. You commit those sacrifices and you bring the demon into power on this earth, but not for you, for him. Your disciples will be his, and you'll be nothing. And you'll become the biggest fool of all!
Cut him loose, quickly. We'll see how big a fool I am, Mr. Crater. Bring him here. He will be the one sacrificed. Hurry. Drop the gun, Nick.
wish, or resourceful, inventive, willful, all the power can be yours. Imagine an army of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands of people doing your bidding, following your every command. I saw the strength of character in you, Nick Crater. That's why I touched your mind and your dream and brought you here. Put the medallion on, Nick Crater, and the power is yours. You are not like my last two servants. They were bunglers, fools. Put the medallion on, and I will work for you. And you will work for me. We will work for each other.
No, Nick, get rid of it!
Ha! If not you, Nick Crater, there are others who want the power. Plenty of Hitlers, Napoleons, heroes out in the world just waiting and praying to be offered such power.
Let's get the hell out of here. No, not that way. The other door must lead to the woods.
But the tragic death and the disappearance and the burning of the old Nostrum house on Route 9 have reopened Nostrum case. The only name released by the police is Stacy Montori, who is wanted for questioning in connection to the house burning. And back to you.
Thank you, Joan. And coming up next, a locally made...
That's what's bothering me. Whatever happened to Stacy?